All right, live. Welcome back to Comics and Illustration Studio 7.62. I am Avery Butterworth, freelance illustrator, and the colorist for the upcoming original graphic novel Hero, which that's what I'm going to be working on today. More of that. Maybe some people will show up. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm going to a little tweet. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's up, Marco? What's up, Avid? How you guys doing? I'm not sure if anybody else is going to show up in the stream with me. If Andrew will, because this isn't really planned. I was just like, you know what? Stream or something for my channel. Create some content. Let me invite one more person. Nah, I'm not gonna invite them. They're too big. They're, let me share my screen. Inception. Boom. How you guys doing? Oh, heard I might be doing someone else's stream sometime. Uh, nothing's missed. Nerd over 30 told him he had a good crowd. Just touch and hi. I'm only going stream who wants to have me. That's what she said. Marco. Nothing solid. Oh, nothing solid. Talking about that's what she said. Uh, I fail. Marco's great. I'm 43 years old. The only thing solid on my BMs. That's what she said. For I'm going to invite someone else. Okay, yeah, that's probably. Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. Yeah, mayhap so. I'm going to invite someone else. I'm like, that's depends on who. It might not be such a bad idea. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. You guys. Ugh. Oh, I'm a horrible colorist. I need to learn how to do this the right way instead of like this self-taught way. But that's how I do I've done everything in Photoshop with everything I've learned. I just mess around with stuff until I figure something out. Yeah, probably that's what she said. Might have been to the he's too big. Do do do. This person's much more well known than little old me. I have some training in my self-taught with Ellis. I went to a magnet school in high school, and I have a basis in fine art from that. Which going to this high school, you basically had your fresh. By the time you graduated, you already had your freshman and sophomore year of college. If you went to art school, you already knew all that stuff. Oh, it's all right, man. Thanks, Abbott. I appreciate that, but it's all right. I ain't gonna cry about it. I don't know about serious training, but I went to that art school, that art high school, the magnet school, for 8th through 12th grade. So like my senior year, uh, I only had like two academic classes, study hall, dean's aid class, and my other four classes a day were all different art classes: drawing, painting, art history, photography classes. When you were in visual arts, they put you through a little bit of everything. But I was a drawing and painting major. But they taught a lot of the basics and a lot of art history and stuff. You know, I think by 10th grade you were usually in your first or second year of even art history. And Andrew went to the same school. I was a I was a freshman when he started, and he was a junior, I think. He's a couple years older than me. Yeah. You hated college level art history in high school. It gets a little tedious sometimes. It. I'm. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. It could get. It could get tedious. But you also get. It also helps you get exposed to a lot of stuff you don't appreciate. Like you don't appreciate it when you're like 16 in art history class, but when you're once you're like 30 and you look back, you go, "Oh, it's good. I know that now." Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, the final exam, 500 pieces, 50 pulled randomly, had to name the artist, era, and style. Yes, that's a little extreme. We had nothing like that. We had nothing like that. That's a little that's a little wackadoo. Wow, that's pretty far. Now sometimes we would have things, we would be given assignments where we tried to emulate something from a period, emulate the style, draw something modern, but with that style in mind. Occasionally, yeah, and you appreciate it a lot more now because when you're a teenager, you think you know everything and you think you've seen it all, but you you haven't. There's a lot of stuff you don't realize like until you're older and you're like, oh yeah, I get it now. Well, we had to do that and what you got from it. It, and it takes a few years. Oh, I'm an idiot. The older I get, the more I realize I don't know. It could fill books, and it does. They are called libraries. Yeah. You don't start getting smart until you realize you don't know shit. Then you start going, oh, yeah. Oh, what's with this lag? Why is it making. Yeah, stop lagging. Let me close that. Let me, because it's the video card that's lagging. Probably because I left Photoshop up all night. I was working on something for somebody yesterday, and I just walked away and left Photoshop up. Yeah, Marco, how you doing, man? You take a deuce before this? Rebel Wilson highlights. I'm about to crack open a beer. Oh, Marco cracks me up, dude. Had your deuce earlier. You're about to have a beer. I'm having 7 and 7. Hashtag wifey. You love Rebel Wilson. Marco likes some thick, like some triple XL, like Van Scriver, Ethan Van Sciver's shirts. Uh, Messed that up. That would have been funny if I could have spit Ethan's name out right. I make fun of other people all the time when they can't say his name right because I can. Five XL. Man, I've been watching some of the people like ragging on him online, some of the comments and some of the stuff I'm seeing, and they get so personal. These are people that like used to call him friend, so they know his personal stuff, and it's like, why would you drag out like really personal, painful stuff just because you don't like someone's politics? It's pretty nasty. It's a lot of stuff that's not relevant to the argument. It's just really personal and it's meant to hurt. And it's creepy. Yeah, I was watching an Umbrella Guy, and he was showing some people's tweets and stuff where they were bashing Ethan. And Umbrella Guy might even still be streaming, and he was showing some of these people's tweets, and it's like, man, that is very, very personal stuff they're drudging up. That's pretty low. Like, let's say you and I had a disagreement, Avid, and we weren't on speaking terms. I still wouldn't publicly bash you like that with anything about your personal life I knew. It would only be about whatever the disagreement would be. And that's it. If I even spoke publicly about it. I've come across some pretty nasty people in my time, and I don't publicly talk about any of them. Ethan is, yeah. See a lot of people with no sense of humor and taking things very seriously that a guy who's obviously just being mischievous says. Like it's painfully obvious that it's just jokes and being mischievous. I don't know. It bugged me how personal the attacks were. It's like that's creepy that you're bringing that stuff in this. It really creeped me out. Yeah, yeah. Even people I'm not friends with. It's like, you know, yeah, oh yeah, I'm not friends with this person X or person Y anymore, and that's as far as it goes. I don't see the need to share really painful stuff, really painful private stuff that doesn't have anything to do with me. It's weird. It's creepy and it's weird. And these people are creepy and they're weird. And they think they're the normal ones. You know, I was just watching Tug just a little bit ago, and some of the stuff he shows of what people say and how they act is disturbing. And the way they do it so proudly, just freaking ew. Ew. Sorry. No, I don't care for that sort of behavior. They give me the willies. Yeah, you like to roast Ethan playfully. Well, he encourages his fans to roast him playfully. He loves it. You can tell he loves it when he's doing that. Oh guys, I don't wear a 5X. Oh guys, oh what are you doing? You're hurting my that whole you're hurting my feelings thing. He's choking back laughter because he thinks it's funny that you're roasting him. He likes it. He thinks it's funny. He encourages that kind of mischievous, playful banter. And that's where it comes from. It's just mischievous, playful banter. There's no spite behind it when he does it and says these things. There's no ill intent. He's not trying to actually hurt someone. Not that I can tell. Yeah, he encourages people to roast him all the time. Oh, hey, the Quartering just uploaded a new video. No, he's live. I'm not. No, Hero won't be released in newsprint. It'll be a trade. It's going straight to trade because it was written to be presented in trade. So it's going to be like the kind of quality you would expect of uh, a Marvel, DC, Image, or Dark Horse trade paperback or original graphic novel. It's going straight to trade. He at one point Andrew did think about breaking it up and did attempt to do it, but no one bought. No one jumped on. So he's like, you know what? I wrote this to be presented as a trade that you buy it and read it all in one shot. So that's how we're going to do it. Yeah, it's going to be so when you pay the $25, it's you're gonna get all of book one in one shot. Book one is all of this, 155 pages plus 8 pages of epilogue and the cover. You're getting the whole first story arc, and all the art. And my chat just crashed. And all the art for the second volume is done. The second volume of Hero, the entire second graphic novel, has been written, drawn, and lettered. And my chat keeps crashing, so I can't see what people say. My 4G's flaking out. It's all done. When you watch Andrew's channel and he's drawing volume 3. I just have to finish this to get to coloring volume 2. And there's supposed to be 10 of these total, I believe. So it's all done, you know. So this entire trade is almost done being colored. All the art for the second trade and lettering is done. And Andrew's drawing the third out of 10. And my internet on my phone keeps crashing. Right. I want to be able to see chat. So Andrew is dedicated. Oh, and Saturday night I'm going to be on Weaponized Nerd Rage again. Hopefully. Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Looking forward to it. Does it say more about Andrew or me that the blue bird is a phallic object with wings and a beak? No. No, you need to see his giant cobra snake that's in volume 3. I like to call it a mushroom snake. Trust me, when it comes to Andrew, all of these coincidences are just coincidences. Because inside, he is a 12-year-old. He is very, very pure and does not do these things intentionally. And my chat just crashed again. What is with that? Must be the storm. It's kind of cloudy here right now. Yeah, it Andrew truly means well and does these things on accident. They're completely unintentional. Hilarious. but unintentional. He's the blue penis bird. Oh, I'm gonna use that and oh, dude, Avid, he's gonna. Oh, he streams again tomorrow night, so be sure be sure to bring that up, Avid, please. Oh, stop crashing. Yeah, don't forget to bring that up tomorrow night if you stop by his stream. I will thoroughly enjoy it. Yeah, it's unintentional completely on Andrew's part. His penis bird. Oh, I'm gonna mess with him so much. Like Avid, like Andrew, Avid said Pudge looks like a dick. Oh, stop crashing. Oh, you never knew I was on Weapon? Yeah, I've been on Wep a couple of times. I'm doing some artwork for his RPG he's making. That's who I was considering inviting in, but he's probably busy because I know he streamed earlier. I was watching. Yeah, he's a cool dude. So if I'm on there again Saturday, what you should watch Weaponized Nerd Rage. Yeah, he's got his own RPG he's developing, and I'm doing a couple of illustrations for him, just like two or three, and he's got this other guy, Drivel, who's doing a lot of illustrations for it. He's a young dude with like a lot of potential. Stuff looks pretty cool. Oh yeah, cool, awesome. You donated to yeah, cool. I didn't have a job at the time that started up. Yeah, I didn't have a job right when that happened. Oh, I'm still sharing, right? Yeah, I'm still sharing. All right. Well, not what I intended. Not what I intended at all. Yeah. You got to get this cranked up so you can buy it. You got to bounce like titties. All right, Avid. Thanks for stopping by, man. I really appreciate it. Bye. Oh. Oh my God. I got to bounce like titties. Can't hate that. Oh, dude. Oh. All right. I'm going to be right back. So if anybody's watching, don't go nowhere. Okay, I am back. All right. Do 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 do. And well, that's a lot of lag. Why is this lagging so bad? Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, idiot. So dumb sometimes. Okay. I invited Andrew and one of my other friends, but I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna make it. Some friends they are. I should mess with them. I'm not. I'm not going to. I could very cruelly mess with them. Oops. Hey, what's up, Jerry? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing all right. Just trying to make a comic book, man. Trying to help make a comic book. And chat crashed. Oh, ooh. All right. Got chat back. I need a tablet or a new laptop so I can have a more dependable way to deal with the chat. You know, because using my phone a lot of the times it's become a problem, and it's a recent thing that this it crashes a lot. Chat never used to, my internet on my phone rarely gave any sort of problem. Except now it does. All right. Hey, this is another page done. Guys, another page of Hero. Full color done. Let's go to page 120. Man, we're getting there. We're getting there now. We're getting there now. How old is the phone? Maybe a year. Thank you. Thank you. The phone isn't that old. It's maybe a year. Yeah, it's not that old. That's what makes me so and the screen is cracked in two places. And it's not that old of a phone. I'm not even sure if it's even a year old. To tell you the truth. Oops. Yeah, it is a year old. It is. It's a little over a year. Because my birthday is about to come up, and I had it for for at least 2 or 3 months before my birthday last year. So okay, it is a little over a year old. I can't get upgrades. I can't get any upgrades. I'm on someone else's phone plan, who is a employee. That's the reason I have the phone. My service is super cheap, or it's supposed to be like unlimited because I'm on this other person's plan, and they use all the upgrades. When I buy a phone, I have to buy it cash. Like I have to pay for the phone flat out. That's the reason I don't have like $500 phones. I buy like the $200 phone. Yeah, I'm on a T-Mobile employee's account, a manager. Yeah, but trying to get someone to upgrade, I could see that. I do need a new phone. It's just the year before I bought the year span I bought before I bought this phone, I went through 4 phones in a year. Uh, this was the fourth phone I bought that year. I had one burn out, a Samsung Galaxy 5 burned out. Uh, One I dropped and broke. The one after that, I accidentally dropped in dishwater. I was answering the phone while doing dishes, and my butterfinger fat hands dropped the phone right in the water. So I think I spent $800 that year on phones. So I mean, I don't want to buy another one right now. Normally, I buy one of these phones and it lasts, a $200-300 phone, something in that range, and they last me a year or two. No, no big deal. Yeah, you hate phones, so you stay away from them. Yeah. Ugh. And it seems like they keep making the screens more and more fragile. Because the first couple of time phones like this I had, the first Galaxy and some other cheaper ones I had, they did not break as easy as some of the ones that do now. They seem to break a whole lot easier. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being weird, paranoid, or I'm extra rough on them. I don't know. I buy cases and everything, and they still get broke. I don't make the kind of money where I can buy like the $800 people who buy the $800 phones and buy them every year. What is wrong with you? Why are you on the crack, as the kids would say? Because it seems like you're on the crack. They stopped using the Gorilla Glass and are using cheaper material. Oh, yeah. That's probably it. They probably are using a cheaper glass. Or maybe I'm just a lot rougher on the phones than I think I am. Mm-mm-mm. Like, is it me? Wait, could have swore I select that. I could wait. Yeah. Okay. Not gonna work that way for me. All right. All right. When did I hit the paint bucket? You don't remember the last phone call you made? When you have a phone, people think you want to talk to them all the time. Like, man, I don't want to talk to you. I don't even like you. You're hardcore. I like that. I like that. Like, man, don't think I want to talk to you, man. People get confused and think you like them when you got a phone. People get real confused and think you don't want to punch them in the face when you got a phone. That's brutal. I like it. I really do. That's so hardcore. Mm, mm, mm. Do 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 do. All right, I'm getting wrapped up in what I'm doing. It's not that you hate them; it's their voices grate on my nerves. It makes me want to hate them. It's not that I hate you, but I kind of want to hate you. I love it. I love it. It's so great. Oh, it makes me want to. Mm, man, oh, I like that. Okay, I like that. Yeah, that's cool. The way it follows the broken up pattern. Yeah, I kind of like that, man. I like the way it's following the broken up patterns of the washes for the background. I tell you, sometimes coloring some of this Andrew stuff makes me be a little creative in some of my solutions to things. And I have to stop and think for a second, like, hey, how am I gonna color this? The way he's broken it up and what he's chosen to break border and and what he's chosen to make suggested by wash and what he chose to draw and keeping my coloring consistent sometimes within that gets pretty interesting occasionally. Yeah, that's cool. I like it. No, that doesn't make a difference. No, him drawing it not to be colored doesn't make any difference. Not really. Whenever he says, well, I didn't draw it to be colored, is when I'm busting his chops on something that's just put together poorly, where he didn't take the time to clean something up properly. And it's his excuse for some of the laziness that he that I make fun of him for. And I'm not saying I wouldn't have done the same thing, even if I was planning on it being color. It's just busting his chop. Yeah, I'm usually making fun of him for just putting something together in such a haphazard way that when I look at it closely, it's like, dude, what is this? Like, I can see where you pasted these two drawings together. You didn't bother to go through and clean up that line. Well, I never meant for this to be in color. I'm like, it still looks bad in black and white. If I look at it. Yeah, it's just me busting his balls. And that's his go-to excuse when I don't let him get away with it. I like this. It makes it, like, even though these are digital colors, with a lot of these ink washes and stuff he does, it keeps a lot of it looking very organic. Like, the colors don't look super duper like over rendered digital. You're not artistic at all. That, see, yeah, you have to take what we say as that's okay. Whenever I do that to Andrew and he goes, I never intended this to be it's just him trying to cover for me busting his balls. It's just a bullshit excuse. That's the reason it's always the same excuse. It's always the same. It's just you might not would see it printed in black and white, shrunk down, what I'm usually jumping on him for. But I see it. And I would have caught it in print. I would have caught it and been like, bruh, what is this? What are you doing? I never meant, like, excuses. Excuses. Like this right here. I never meant for this to be in color. It's still all right. I can just hear him saying that. I never. It shouldn't be that funny. Like, I shouldn't be sitting here laughing about, I never meant for this to be in color. But I can just hear him saying it. It's his go-to. It's not that funny. Why am I laughing? It's funny to me. I amuse myself. Yeah, you never would have seen that. It's where he didn't clean up the edge of a character, but it's white on white, so you didn't see it. Because these characters are chopped up into layers. And I just select the character and dump within like the area of the character. Yeah, and you would never see it. Mm-mm-mm. Besides, it allows me the chance to have some fun picking on him. Because I'm mean. Hey, what's up, man? You just finished dinner? Yeah, dinner. Dinner. It's what's for dinner. Brenner. It's what's for dinner. Did you have Brenner for dinner? What did you have for dinner?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
No.
Oh, well, now I can hear you.
Oh,
Did you miss me?
not really.
Ah, so how's it going?
That's all right.
How long you been live streaming?
I don't know. Almost an hour and a half.
Oh, geez, Louise. Well, I did have dinner and then watch an episode of Orange is the New Black with the wife, so
Okay.
that's why I didn't notice see the message till later. So
Okay. I sent you the invite and email.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, you don't look. That's all.
Well, I wasn't anywhere near any of my devices.
Oh, okay.
That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Damn it.
Yeah, you have a lot of those.
Yeah, man, my headache was so bad last night. I literally was in bed at 8:30.
Yeah.
I mean, I was texting you and Todd from my bed. I was so tired.
Okay. All right.
And I appreciate you guys following up. Todd even texted me, said, "Dude, are you okay?" And I was like, Avery's texted the same thing. He even called and left me a message.
Well, it was kind of weird when a half hour later you weren't streaming. I was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah. Well, I posted it on Facebook and Twitter that I was postponing it, but
I didn't even look to Twitter because you.
Yeah, I know.
You don't post Twitter. Facebook didn't show me anything till a half hour after you posted it, and I talked, and I'd already heard back from you.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Here's Facebook just doesn't show your followers stuff when you post it. There are days where I go into Facebook real quick, and my feed opens up first, and it'll show me your most recent post, so to speak, right? Yeah. And it'll say 1 day ago.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
It's like I looked at Facebook for a couple of seconds yesterday. Why didn't it show me that yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Because Facebook is crazy.
I'm starting to think Facebook is kind of on the way out, just like Twitter feels like it's on the way out.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
But
well, I think Facebook is still good for keeping in touch with friends and family and sharing pictures and stories and stuff. But it's definitely not a marketplace type place.
No, not unless you pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want this. And they're doing the same thing to Instagram. Yeah, sure, you can get followers and have people know about your product and all that stuff if you pay us.
Yeah, yeah.
Because unless you pay, they don't want the people who said they like you, they want to follow you. Yeah, we're just not going to show them.
Yeah, yeah. No, I got you. I hear you.
And that's crappy. I think that's. I find that unethical.
Well, I think Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, if they're going to start determining what you get to see, that's going to be the end of them. And we already know that's a problem with YouTube because YouTube doesn't always do notifications. It won't
be the end of them until somebody comes along with something better.
Well, yeah. Todd and I talked about it. I think we talked about it. There's nothing that's going to rival YouTube anytime soon because of the mass amount of stuff that's there. Nobody else is going to build that mass amount of stuff.
Yeah,
in enough time to make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, there was what was that? I can't even remember the name of it. There was a site trying to compete with YouTube. They're gone.
Yeah.
Was it Vimeo? Something like that? I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, that kind of sounds familiar, but
they're gone.
Oh yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah, they couldn't get enough
for a short period of time. Everybody was sending out, "Hey, I'm on Vimeo, whatever it is. Check me out." And it was like all of a sudden it stopped and it went away, and nobody said a word.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really quick flash in the pants type of thing.
Yeah, Vimeo. Yep. Jerry got it. Yeah, it dead as a doornail.
Yep.
If to come along and compete with YouTube, it's going to take someone with very, very, very deep pockets and a lot of the right technical people to address a lot of the, they're going to have to launch with some things built in advertising.
Yeah. Who owns YouTube? Is it owned by somebody or Google? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, you're not going to buy Google anytime soon.
No. But to make it competitive, you would have to have a lot of different systems already worked out and in place. Like a way for advertisers, like you could be like, I mean, they talk about advertisers leaving because of this, because of that, because they want family-friendly stuff to advertise on. It's like, you want to tell me there aren't people that wouldn't advertise on Game of Thrones if they started taking advertisements on YouTube? Have a good rating system that people say, yeah, we use our language, we have adult humor. So people who are okay advertising on that, okay, they know already when they click the box of who they want to be advertised on.
Hey, did you see my post on Twitter or Facebook? Probably not, but somebody left a kind of negative comment on one of my videos, and I responded back to him.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I'll read it to you. It was pretty funny. All right. Believe it or not, it had to do with the Thundercats Roar video.
Still?
Yep. Oh, yeah. People are still finding that video. You wouldn't believe it. I've got over 1,000 views on it, man. But it was my follow-up video in which I said, if you defend this video or this cartoon by saying it's just for kids, then you think kids are stupid. And this guy responded, says, as someone who does believe in and use the it's for kids argument, if you actually think that me or any other person who uses it thinks that all kids are stupid, then the only stupid one here is you, dear sir. And he didn't put in the is, so it literally says, that all kids stupid, then the only stupid one here, you, dear sir. And then he says, because there's one thing that critics don't understand, and that's funny because I didn't think I was a critic, but okay. He says, there's one thing that critics don't understand when they are trying to debunk this argument. Kids prefer style over substance all the time. And I responded, I said, first off, thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. Second, my response to your comments would fill a whole video, and I might just record one. But I'd like to respond to one of your points. Kids prefer style over substance all the time. And I think that's total BS. Kids don't prefer style over substance because they only like style. They only like style over substance because they've never seen style and substance. If all they have is crap, then that's all they will watch. When I was a kid, we had dozens of cartoons and animated movies that had style and substance. Thundercats, G.I. Joe, Transformers, DuckTales, Batman the Animated Series, and dozens more had style and substance. As consumers, we should demand that from the animation creators. I hope Cartoon Network makes this show fantastic with style and substance, but from what we've seen so far, it's not going to happen. They have dumbed it down to just flashing lights and moving colors. But of course, if you just want kids to sit in front of the TV and watch flashing lights and moving colors for 30 minutes, well then, it's for kids.
Ooh, burn.
Oh, God, stop. It wasn't a burn.
Burn it to the ground.
I wanted so bad to go blasting him on all these other things, but you know what?
Dude, you followed him home and murdered his whole family.
Oh, shut up. I want to make a video. Do you want to make a video with me?
If you don't mind me berating him and cussing him out and calling him lots of obscene names.
No, I don't want you to do that.
But that's what I want to do.
Yeah, well, that's not what I'm going to do.
I
wanted to bring up more examples of cartoons that had actual substance, you know?
I want to hate him for Jesus.
Well, then we'll do that video for your channel, okay?
All right. I'm kidding. I don't want to berate him, and I don't care what he thinks.
Oh, I know, but I think, I mean, to be honest with you, I started trying to think of examples of really great examples to use. When we were kids, the movie The Secret of NIMH was incredible. I mean, I don't know a single professional that's over 30 years old who can't say, no, I've never seen The Secret of NIMH. I have no idea what you're talking about. And I bet you every single person who has was influenced by it in some way or another, you know? But that movie would not be made today. It just wouldn't. It's too dark. It's too scary. We need to dumb this crap down and make Teen Titans Go, the movie, you know?
Yeah.
That's how we get into people, into children. We dumb it down so much that they're just laughing at the flashing colors, you know?
The stuff that was just the flashing colors didn't make it back then.
Yeah, yeah.
The stuff that had nothing else going on came out and went away real fast.
We are such smarter adults because of the animation and cartoons that we grew up on, you know?
It was just like, yeah, they wanted to sell us toys, but they had people behind it that actually gave a crap.
Yep.
Yeah, to compete with YouTube, Amazon would have to create a service and buy out some of the large. Yeah, maybe.
Well, I forget who it was. I think it was what's his name, DeFranco, that was talking about how YouTube has offered some of their larger creators cash payments in order to keep them on the service, on the site. I don't know if that means people are leaving or what, but they're actually offering some of the larger people.
There have been people to leave.
Yeah.
Because they lost so much ad revenue. People that were making several $100,000 a year to millions of dollars a year lost a lot of money too.
Well, that's also because YouTube changed its rules and how you can get paid. It used to be all you had to do to get monetized is just accept the monetization agreement, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays you have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to do there's so many more hoops to jump through, you know?
Yeah, and it's a lot harder.
Well, which is really sad because there's a lot of people making really good videos, much like you and I. And
I'm not making good videos. My videos are awful.
I'm at least trying to make good videos.
Yeah, but they're awful.
Yeah, well. Better than your crap, man.
Not really.
Matter of fact, I'm making a new video right now. It's a Lego set.
Ew.
Because I love my Legos.
Yeah, that's weird.
No. You think that's weird? Wait till you see what I'm doing afterwards.
I don't wanna.
Whatever, you big baby.
Legos are gross.
Like, who the hell says Legos are gross?
I just did.
Yeah, well, you're a nobody. What do you know?
I am a nobody.
You're a person who hates fun.
I've always been a nobody. I'm a born loser.
You're a person who hates creativity and fun and all those other things that comes with Legos.
Yeah. I just don't like Legos. I don't think they're fun.
Well,
I think they're work.
Their work. Yeah, well.
They look like work. That doesn't look like fun. That looks like work. That looks like a job.
Well, if one of these days I can turn these videos into money, then I'd gladly do the job. I'm still a little ways away before that happens.
Oh, really?
A long ways away before that happens.
Okay.
But, dude, if I could turn putting Legos together into a paying gig, I would do this all day, every day.
There's probably somebody on YouTube who's done it, to tell you the
truth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of sites out there. There's a lot of out there that, you know, I was going to brag to you yesterday that a professional in the industry followed me yesterday, and I thought that was really cool. So I went ahead and followed him back, and then today I went and looked, and he unfollowed me.
Who was it?
Shane Davis.
I don't know who that is.
No, he's a professional. I mean, I know who he is. I couldn't tell you what he does, but the very next day he unfollowed me, and I'm like, what the hell, man? So I unfollowed him back. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They do that to get followers. Then they unfollow you, so they don't get a bunch of people in their feed.
Well, see, the good thing about Twitter right now is I have so few followers that if I lose one person, I can figure out who it is, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because most of the time I'm following people right back. What, Charlie? All right, you guys will have to excuse me. I have to go let him out. I'll be right back. Don't
All
talk
right.
about me while I'm gone, okay?
Okay, let's talk about Andrew while he's gone.
Come on, dummy. Let's go. Let's go.
I think we can all agree how much we hate Andrew. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding-ish. I'm kidding-ish. And my chat crashed again. It would be great to see a competitor, though, to YouTube, I think. I think it would be pretty great. I think competition is good. And crash again. Crashing my chat, man. Crashing my chat, baby. I haven't heard a dog in a while. I'm surprised Amazon hasn't made a compete. It's expensive. It's massively expensive. And YouTube is still not reporting profits. So, you know, nobody wants to get in that game with them. Is the deal. Yeah, he's got a yippy little awful dog. One of those Jack Russell terrorists. Oh, he's gonna get angry at that one. Jack Russell terrorists. Yeah.
All right. Haven't heard a dog in a while. I remember why now. I'm surprised Amazon hasn't made a competing service yet. Maybe one day. No, I think YouTube has become such a big enough name that nobody's going to compete with it. Like nobody's going to create another Facebook. It's just not going to happen.
Oh no, people keep trying to create new social media sites that
they have to have something that's different, you know. Like one of the things I was saying when we were back in the day when we were talking about opening up our own shop, I kept saying, in order to be successful, you've got to provide something that Walmart doesn't have. You know, if somebody can go to Walmart, they're going to get it cheaper. But if you have something that Walmart doesn't have, like comic books, graphic novels, they don't carry that kind of stuff. You can be successful, but you can't open up a party store right next to a Walmart and sell party hats because Walmart has them for a hell of a lot cheaper. You'll never stay in business. You have to find something that Walmart doesn't have. If you're gonna create a new social media platform, you've got to provide something that Facebook doesn't have. And then Facebook buys you and acquires you, and then all of a sudden they have it. That's what happened with Instagram.
You can just be like Facebook was originally.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to go back to that. The whole
No.
idea of the exclusivity.
What?
Facebook's whole thing originally was that it was just for college kids. It was a
No,
college-only thing.
I'm talking about when it first became like a big thing, and it didn't monitor everything you did. It didn't
Oh, well.
suggest stuff to you that you weren't interested in.
Well, I wasn't there for those days. I always got those suggestions. No, I think the downfall of Facebook is when the older generation jumped onto it. I mean, my mother is on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, you need that. You need normies.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no surviving building something, a mass social media site, and becoming big and profitable without normies.
Well, that's like my argument when they announced that Batman was being casted by Ben Affleck, and I said, that's a very smart move. And a lot of my friends were like, "What are you talking about? It's a horrible decision. It's a horrible way to go." And I said, if I went and asked my mom who Ben Affleck is, she would say, he's the guy that was in Argo, right? And I would say, yeah, he's going to be the new Batman. She'd be like, ooh, that sounds interesting. It wasn't to get the comic book fans. It was to get everybody else interested. Now, whether or not they succeeded, that's a whole nother story. But I thought Ben Affleck was a really good Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already not friends anymore, so I can say whatever I feel like now.
That was pretty. That was.
It wasn't a timely example to use.
I think that was a hate crime.
It was a hate crime.
Yeah. Facebook went to hell with that Farmville game came out. It's when they started limiting what you see based on what they want you to see. Like, it's okay to have advertising on a site like that and just suggest things that people, but if I have a brand, if no one likes my brand, don't shove my commercials down their throat. You know what I mean?
Well, you want to be seen by everybody if possible, Sometimes people don't know what they're looking for until somebody shoves it in front of their face, And
don't constantly keep track of everything everybody looks at. That's weird.
Well, that's also another one of those things that the more you know about the people you're advertising to, the better. At least that's what Todd tells me. Todd's read all the books. He knows everything.
It's still creepy.
It is. It is. Matter of fact, where is he?
And the thing about the app listening to your conversations, like you notice you have a conversation about a certain brand of coffee. The next time you log into Facebook, oh, there's an ad.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the app listened to your conversation.
I don't think they listen to your conversation.
Yes.
Well, maybe they do.
They do. The app will turn on the microphone in your phone and listen to your conversations.
Oh, well. All they're going to hear me talking about is my dog.
Hey, I don't talk. Guess what? I don't have any interest in any dog stuff at all on any of my social media. Right? I haven't put anything in there about what I do now. But I now get ads for Solid Gold and other brands in my Instagram and Facebook feed.
No, you don't. No,
Yes,
you don't. You're
I
kidding
do.
me.
I'm
That's
not kidding.
funny. That's funny.
I am not kidding you. I have no I haven't clicked or liked anything like that. Instagram and the suggestion stuff is showing me pet videos. And when all it ever showed me is art and comic book stuff because that's what I follow. I don't follow or like any pet stuff, but that's what they started mixing in there.
Do you think it's because I'm when I talk to you, I talk about my pet?
It's because we talk about where we work.
Well, I don't. Well, I don't. We try not to bring up the name, so
It doesn't matter, and it tracks where I go, and I go.
yes, that is true. I went to when I went to Coliseum of Comics, or no, I went someplace recently, and Google on my phone said you were here 7 months ago, and I'm like, how do you know that? How do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they remember it all right. Maybe that's why Ethan keeps getting the pop up advertisements for women's underwear. I mean, he keeps trying to downplay it that he's not looking at women's underwear, but man, that's really hard to explain.
So
I also know when my wife's been on my computer because the pop up ads I get are related to stuff I know she's been looking into.
yeah, there's a good chance the reason he's getting panty ads is his wife went and bought some underwear online.
Oh yeah, that's a good possibility.
Or he actually did go buy something because he was buying it for her for a present.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to talk about that
Well, I went looking at FYE's site for the Steelbook, FYE exclusive Steelbooks that they were releasing. Now, everywhere I go, I get pop-ups for FYE,
Yeah, Facebook is one of the websites that ad block is for. Yep, that and all the garbage tier BuzzFeed types of sites.
Yep.
That people try to link you to on Facebook. So, Andrew.
Yes, Avery.
On page 120.
You're cruising along, man. Cruising along.
Page. And I did an illustration for WEP last night.
Oh, yeah?
Sent it to him. Yeah.
Yeah? Did he get back to you about it?
Yeah, he liked it. I'm going to be on the show again Saturday.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Shit, make sure you remind me. I'll chime in. Or I'll at least watch. I don't know if I'll chime in. I'm not a very big chimer, but you never know. That one time you were on that I was listening to, I kept wanting to jump in and say, "Hey, Avery's awesome. Avery's cool."
I don't know where it is. Oh well. Oh wait, I can find the low res. The low res is easier to find.
Need to start getting some of the files from you. We kind of stopped doing that because I wasn't rushing to get the first issue out. I got to double check and see which color files I need.
I'm just going to give you everything.
I know, but it's just you know how it is with that site. It doesn't doesn't always.
That's the reason I was going to just give you everything on a drive.
Oh, even better.
Just keep the ones you have, like the double pages,
mm-hmm.
and make sure you already have the color cover because I can't find it.
Oh crap! Okay.
Yeah. Where is this file? Why is nothing working?
Did you say why is nothing organized?
Yeah, it's not organized by date. Usually when you bring stuff up, it organizes by date automatically, and it's not, and it doesn't make sense. So, okay.
You have so much luck with that stuff, you know?
What?
Keeping your stuff organized.
There it is.
Okay.
I use several different pieces, old pieces, and blended together. And it's all stuff I own. It was for me, you know.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I had this image in my head. And it's like, oh my god, I can put this together with stuff I've already done. And then drew in the trees and
Nice, nice. Looks
it's
like
just,
Morbius. Did you do a Morbius? Were you working on a Morbius thing?
no,
Oh, okay.
it's just a ghost storm.
Oh, still looks cool.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I do have an old Morbius piece, but this isn't Morbius. It's just a vampire drawing, a whole black and white Hulk drawing combined with this part of the Spawn painting.
Are you the guy from 30 Days of Night?
I know, dude.
You remember that?
Yeah, other people draw vampires besides Ben Templesmith.
We went to New York.
I don't draw anything like Ben Templesmith.
We went to a New York Comic Con, and Avery had a banner, and it had a really, really, really cool vampire image on it that he had done, and people kept coming up to him. Are you the guy that did 30 Days of Night? Avery's like, thank you. It's a compliment, but no, that's not me. And then it got to be real tedious.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't even know the guy's name, you know?
They didn't even know his name. And my name was on my banner, and our styles don't look alike.
Well, for that one particular image, it was very reminiscent.
No. That one image was much tighter and photorealistic than his.
Well, yeah, he does tend to get a little fancy, artsy, scribbly with some of his stuff, you know?
Let me see.
You still have it?
Yeah, it's on my Society 6. That's the reason I'm in my Society 6 folder.
Oh, okay.
This is the piece. This is the piece. Right here. This is the piece. That was my banner.
Piece de resistance.
That doesn't look like Templesmith.
No, it doesn't from somebody who knows what his stuff looks like, but just the God, I am so bad with words. The layman might not realize it, you know. I have a real problem with saying some simple words. I had a meeting today where I had to give a presentation again, and I kept bumbling simple words.
You know what? I know how to say Ethan Van Sciver's name, and I couldn't say it earlier on stream.
Oh, my partner and I, the guy that I work with.
I was talking about some skeevy stuff I saw. Ugh.
Yeah, we were having a conversation today, and we were talking, and I told him, I said, you know, sometimes when I ask you something, and then, you know, an hour later I ask you again, it's not because, you know, I'm stupid. It's because, and it's not because I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. It's because when I asked you the question, I was thinking of 20 other things, and I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. And he kind of laughed. He says, yeah, I kind of figured that about you because you tend to ask things more than once. And I'm like, and he's like, you're not paying attention. I go, I know, because I'm asking the question and I'm not listening to your answer because I'm thinking about something else. And I told him how you and my son now, by the way, my son, he's a good kid, pick on me all the time about that. But it's true. And I said, it's like when you ask somebody, hey, how was your weekend? You really don't care what their response is.
It's a rhetorical question.
You just want to be able to tell them what you did on your weekend.
Yes. Plus it's meant to be a rhetorical question where it doesn't matter if your dog died, your wife was kidnapped, and your grandparents came back from the dead, showed up at your front door, told you what a disappointment you were, then fell dead again. You're just supposed to say, yeah, it was okay.
How was yours?
Yeah,
because that's what I really want you to do. Is to, and
yeah, that's all you're supposed to do.
he kind of laughed and said, "Yeah, I figured that. That's." He says that I think that's why you ask the same question over and over again sometimes is because you're you want to hear yourself talk. I'm like, good God, no. He's figured me out.
Yeah.
Well, we had a very high up person recently leave the company, and the rumors are spreading. So until they come out and give us more detail on what happened, that's kind of the talk, the whispers of town right now. But I got drama going on at work, so I try to stay out of it. I got too much shit to do, you know. But I really like my new job. If I haven't told you that before.
Oh, yeah, many times.
Yeah.
Many times. Well, I'm going to end the stream. I've been going for almost 2 hours.
Jeez. Okay. Cool.
I started a little after 6. I haven't been going quite 2 hours, I don't think.
Are you going to have to take it down and edit it for bad language?
No, it's my stream on my channel. So, fuck shit cock titties.
Tell me how you really feel, man.
Blue waffles. That's how I really feel.
Blue waffles. That sounds familiar. Where did I hear that phrase before?
Google it, baby.
No, I'm not going to Google it.
Mm-hmm.
I have a strange feeling you're setting me up for something.
Image search. Meat spin.
Meat spin?
Oh, yeah, you'll love it.
I'm sure I will not.
No, you won't. You'll hate it. You'll be extremely angry with me. Because it's awful.
Yeah, I already looked up those things Todd was talking about last time. Said not to look up. I already looked them up, so.
Don't look up anything Todd tells you to look. Why do you think I was so reluctant?
Because you're smart.
About that video, which was just Grant Comics' video. And like, I'm so slow, I didn't even look to see it was his video till we would almost watch it. I was like, no, we're not going to watch Grant Comics' video on here. But I put his channel link in my description for the video and be like, hey, go check this out.
Oh man, that video was hilarious.
Oh, it was fantastic, but I don't want to step on that dude. I like him. I think he's a good dude. I like his channel. I was shocked that I wasn't already following it on this account. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I know you mentioned that.
Because I was already following him on Twitter. I'm like, what? Why am I not following him on this channel? But I don't think I refollowed everybody that I was following before when I started this channel. But hopefully.
Yeah. All right, you're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Yep.
All right. Don't work too hard.
Appreciate you joining.
Jerry says, yes, Google, it's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Jerry, you know what? I don't think I'm going to believe you.
Yeah. Jerry, Avid.
Was Avid on too?
Oh, yeah, Avid was in the chat. Marco.
Oh, excellent.
Marco was in the chat. Marco, if you're still around, I appreciate you. If you listen to this later, I appreciate it. Avid, I appreciate it. Jerry, I appreciate you.
All right. See, now I don't feel like such a shithead for coming in so late.
And Andrew.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just bye.
Boy.